Hey guys, Mines here, and today I want to talk to you about the giant elephant in the room, and that, of course, is BioWare's Anthem VIP demo launch that occurred on January 25th, 2019. And boy, was it, was it good? No, no, it was not good. It was kind of terrible, in my opinion. But I think, these days I think we're kind of used to that when we hear things like early access and even from AAA titles, which is extremely sad. But they've learned from even the smaller kids in the playground that hey, they can do shitty launches, and well, so can we, and get away with it. Well, some of them get away with it, not all of them. Thinking Bless Online here, that was a highly anticipated game that fell on its face really, really fast. One of the things that you need to keep in mind when watching any of the review videos, or even any review of the VIP demo, is that BioWare had released some small notes on what to expect from the demo. And of course, the what to expect from the demo would be, what was locked down and what was actually different from what the final product would be. One of the biggest ones is that the demo version would be at least 6 weeks behind in bug fixes and patches. Okay, that's actually huge, but I don't think at least I could not find a definitive list of fixes that would have occurred during those 6 weeks. I don't think that was something that they planned on releasing. I think we all kind of knew that the story would start in the middle, so the player would start in the middle somewhere around level 10, and they would allow you to obtain gear and progress through the levels all the way up to, I think it was 19. And there was no tutorial, there was no pilot picker, so you had to start with the ranger, which I think was normal anyway. When the game does launch, you start with the ranger, and then as you progress through the story, you got to unlock one other slot for another javelin, so you could choose from the storm, the interceptor, or the colossus, but only one. They mentioned the balance of the game was quote unquote super different. Now I think that may have been reference to the game mode, easy, normal, hard, insane, or whatever those modes are going to be. I don't think you could have actually changed that. They also mentioned the economy was completely different. I'm not exactly sure why you'd be concerned with the economy in a demo version of this, but whatever. They also only allowed you to work one story arc, so that was the only one available. And then they also turned off the balance of missions, strongholds, and free play. One other item I think that they did also confirm was that the game's frame rate of 1080p, sorry, that's not frame rate, the game's frame rate at 1080p would not be 60 frames per second. But they did confirm 30 frames per second at 4K. I think that 4K is probably going to accommodate for about maybe 10% of the people who are going to be playing this game, as most are probably going to be falling in around the 720 to 1080p range. They did mention the reasoning for this was that they wanted to focus more heavily on the visual effects as opposed to the frame rate, but they would be prioritizing frame rate at a later time in the future. Like I said, the launch of the game was really of no surprise. Even for a AAA title, at the launch of the game at 12 p.m. here in Eastern Standard Time, servers were sitting at max capacity. It took them quite a while to acknowledge this and come out and actually say, yeah, guess what? We're working on these servers because you guys filled them all up, which I don't understand. At this point in time with a release, how you underestimate the anticipation for a game. So there were a flood of people waiting hours and hours to even get into the game. Some of them didn't get in at all on the first day, and were still trying on Saturday to even get in. Even if you did get in, you were plagued with connection issues and a myriad of loading screens. Let's get to one of my biggest concerns is that there is no support for any operating system prior to Windows 10. This is actually killer for some, including myself. Yes, I know Windows 8.1 is old, but it's still supported. It will still continue to be supported until January of 2023. My biggest issue with 8.1 was, well, it is the biggest issue because I couldn't even launch the game. I could download and install it, could not launch it. I was trying to launch it through Origin. The Origin launcher would disappear, nothing would happen, and then it would come back up. Google and I tried everything to get it to work. Uninstalling, reinstalling, trying it through the beta version, uninstalling, downgrading drivers and everything. Couldn't get it to work. And the only thing that I could possibly think of was Windows 10. If you've never bought a Windows 10 key, yeah, it's about $150 to $200 depending on the version that you're needing. To be honest, I couldn't justify spending $200 more for one game. So, with that being said, it's sad to say I actually had to refund the game. I was actually really excited, but apparently BioWare is holding their game to Windows 10 only. I'm truly hoping that I'm wrong and that there are people out there running 8.1 and have actually successfully ran the game. If you have, I would love to know, what you're doing, what drivers you have for your graphics card, or, where you're launching the game from, because I would love to buy this game again and actually play it. Other than that, guys, let me know down below in the comments, what do you guys think of the game so far? What did you guys think of the demo? Other than how the demo actually went, if for those who actually got in and were able to play it, what did you guys think? Are you satisfied with the actual game, the gameplay, the content, how things look and feel? Were you satisfied? Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you guys next time. Later.